Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's down to business here.
A proven leader, a proven winner, and a talisman for both club and country, Peter.
Yeah, Gareth Bale is certainly all of those things.
You could almost say he's the perfect attacker, easily one of the fastest players around. And remember all that beautiful technical football that was done at speed, because he always had that pace in his game. And remember his aerial strength too. He was very, very good heading a football.
Dani Olmo, spread out to the left, and he's picked it up out wide. Rafinha, and he lines up a cross. Schmeichel claims it, safe hands. Haaland. Puyol. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Pato going after that. Rodri. Rafinha. Well read, and the danger is averted. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Ake does well to get it back.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Oh, he's having a go! It's run loose. Who's going to... Oh, what has happened here? Produces a cross. Goulet. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Rodri is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Oh, he's found support out wide. Haaland! And that is doing no harm at all.
Milan really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Bale receives it in a wide position. Milan are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, ball's over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. And that's going right the way across. Thuram spots it and intercepts. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. And he has been fouled there. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Tottenham with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Milan have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Sorloth, showing great feet there. Rafinha, and he decides to cross it.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Rafinha clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
Nice interception, well timed. Sorloth.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked.
Here's a chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And now they can spring out of defence. Hazard running with the ball. Great vision. Haaland. Dani Olmo can see things others simply cannot. Bale is herring after that one. Now it's Hazard. Yildiz. Oh, just shapes to shoot! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Oh, can he finish? Goal! Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Gerrard demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Tottenham have taken the lead.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Now, what about this cross? And it's Olmo. That ball looks a good one. Chance! Oh, that's another chance! And a neat finish! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
And that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
He's rising! Not the best of contact, given it wasn't the easiest of chances.
Some really sharp play there, Peter, both the ball and the way he met it.
Hazard. That's the end of the first 45. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So there was the first half.
Well, I think it's been a fantastic watch with chances created at either end. But it has to be said, neither team have been particularly clinical with their finishing.
So 45 minutes of uncompromising football, and at the break, it's one each. Tottenham get the second half going. Kajolu. In again. He's felt that, hasn't he? Yildiz cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Rafinha puts a cross in. Good take, and is he in? Now there's a fine ball. Oh, needed to be more decisive in the end.
Look, if they're going to counter, it has to be pacier and much more decisive.
Milan have their second corner now. Getting up there! Oh, that was no routine save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Milan have their third corner. Oh, great leap! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Haaland. He's looking wide. Kajolu. He's a sharp little ball here. Rodri.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Now it's Bale. Bale going face to face with his great rival. Kajolu, driven in. Milan appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves...
And a header! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Danny Olmo is offering a wry smile there.
And it's Azar. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. It's Azar! He's done very well to get to that.
Hazard really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
So, third corner of the game. Milan are looking to go forward now. He's found space here. Oh, good fly! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. That's destined for the flank. Turan. That has not gone well. Howson. Haaland. Danny Olmo. He's found the way. And the shot! It's hit the upright. And he should have made them pay.
Danny Olmo has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Rodri. Marquinhos. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Now it's Azar. And he welcomes it in. Marquinhos cuts out the pass. Goulet. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And that is a little undercooked. Azar going after that. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And it's Kadiolu. And the shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Kadiolu! And the ball's come loose here. And he welcomes it in. He's going for goal! And how did he not put that away?
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 14.
So changes afoot here and from both sides.
Numero 15. Numero 20. Lascia il campo per il numero 17. Il numero 13. Neymar. Il numero 36. Arman.
He's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Saliba makes the interception. Rodri. And it's Neymar. He's in plenty of space here. He's shifted. Great chance! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
Howson promptly onto that, and that is that.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And that's that. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. Gerrard, voted man of the match.